Jamie brings a gift for her departing instructor Cohen. Cohen said Jamie's good grades will help her in the future. She tells Jamie she can go any college if she works hard. She's been tough. Jamie asks about her replacement, Mattson. Cohen says Mattson is amazing and Jamie will like her. Several hours later, Jamie is prepared to send her college application. Father Jamie's family is broke. Father doesn't have a job and informed Jamie they need to borrow from college savings. Bank threatened to take the house. Parents irritated. She goes to Danny's. Jamie and Danny kiss at Danny's. Danny's mom walks in and discovers them in bed. Jamie chooses quit. Danny's mom tells him to calm down after Jamie leaves. Danny's mom is furious because Danny's dad fired Jamie's dad. Danny's parents want him to attend Stanford. Therefore, he must study. Mattson introduces herself to her kids the next day. She delivers a first-day exam and assures students she's following protocol. Cohen's lessons. Mattson asks Danny's grade after class. What's up? Mattson must retain his grade to play baseball. Team. Danny wants Mattson to talk about his grades after school. Agrees. Mattson questions him about his girlfriend after school. Danny says she does and praises her. Mattson enjoys Danny has a girlfriend. She gives him paper help. Mattson informs Danny she has Thursday afternoon free. Danny's upcoming midterm. Danny declines, citing the weekend. Jamie and him's anniversary, so he wants to hang out together. Mattson calls Danny to help him with his paper. Jamie picks on his father, who's fighting philosophy. She rescues him from his father. Jamie earns a C the next day. Paper. She asks Mattson why she got a C when she worked hard. She needs a decent GPA for a college scholarship. Mattson gives another. Tomorrow's paper prevents her from improving her grade. Mattson asks nervous Jamie what's wrong and what's important. Jamie does the paper because feels college is more important than Danny. The next day, Danny's baseball team loses. He's extremely excited for his anniversary with Jamie. Jamie informs Danny she can't go out because she has homework. For good grades, she must rewrite her paper. Danny informs Jamie grades aren't essential. Jamie retaliates, reveals her family's financial predicament. Danny's parents gave him money to masters. Danny thinks Jamie blames him for firing Jamie's father. He leaves Jamie alone after giving her their anniversary gift. Jamie's dad stops looking. He's too old or too qualified for another work. Despite 18 years of engineering, Mattson and Danny visit bar and drink beer. Danny hesitates to drink with her teacher. Mattson promises he'll only have one beer and won't tell anyone. It's Danny and Jamie's relationship is discussed. Jamie calls Heather because she feels awful canceling their anniversary plan. Heather says Danny should visit Trent. Heather's Danny didn't show. Trent says Mattson hands Danny it if he needs tutoring. He has her number. Jamie asks Danny, "Where's Danny?" Danny went to Trent's last night. Danny and Jamie are told both accept weekend party invitations. Jamie's weekend arrives. Party with Danny. Jamie apologizes for ruining their anniversary. She says she'll make up for it, but Danny wants to go farther. Jamie stops him. Danny abandons her. Danny receives Mattson's work. Mattson asks him about vehicles because she's having trouble. Now Danny says yes and fixes Mattson's automobile. Mattson attempts to harm her car's engine before Danny arrives. Danny arrives at Mattson's and checks her car. The negative battery terminal is the problem. Danny's hand is grimy. Mattson invites him inside to rinse his hand after testing the equipment. Danny can't resist Mattson's wooing and kisses her. Danny hesitates, but Mattson assures him she won't tell. Danny returns home to find Jamie waiting. Jamie wonders where he's been and senses trouble. Danny is with someone. She's convinced. She asks about his girlfriend. Danny blames no one and makes excuses. Jamie yells at Danny until he answers, then calls his mother. Danny's mom advises him to hire a cab for Jamie since it's late. Jamie drives home instead of calling a cab since she couldn't wait anymore. Jamie's mom is calling Danny's mother when she arrives home. Her mother asks if she's been drinking. Jamie says her mom scolds her for driving after one drink. She snaps at her mom and goes to bed. Jamie earns a C the next day. Second paper. She's shocked to get the same grade as before. She thinks Mattson hates her since she did what he requested. A buddy tells her to ask Mattson about the score again. Jamie sees Mattson and Danny chat. Danny's baseball coach threatened to. Mattson promises him an A will keep him on the team. Teammates, so she volunteers to help him after school. Danny tells her about his parents' college expectations. Stanford-like. Mattson's empathy relaxes him. Danny questions Mattson's. Mattson never knew her parents. She was fostered. Jamie visits Danny later. Jamie says, Danny, that Miss Mattson is hard on her since she gives her bad scores. She recognizes good work. Jamie is annoyed when Danny wonders why Mattson did it. Danny leaves Jamie because he has things to run. Danny then asks Mattson if she's failing. Intentionally. Jamie. When they kiss again, Danny turns over and sees Jamie peering outdoors. When Jamie goes, Danny recognizes her. Mattson fails to stop Danny from approaching Jamie. Danny catches her outside Mattson's. Jamie fights back tears. Her boyfriend cheated on their teacher, Danny makes excuses. Jamie's skepticism. Danny calms her and says he'll handle it. They head to Jamie's house. Jamie's mom asks about Danny. Jamie cynically answers, everything's fine. Jamie's mother says Jamie can chat to her. Matsson as A. Who'd want a sad, unattractive creature like her? Matsson's. Next morning, she approaches Jamie because of his voice. She admits Jamie she messed up by giving her second paper a plus. Jamie sarcastically answers that Matsson's apology won't help fix her, Matsson, and Danny's situation. Matsson later tells the headmaster Jamie's angry conduct. The headmaster talks to Jamie, worries that she won't get a praise from Matsson. Danny asks Jamie how she's doing in the parking lot. Jamie informs Danny that Matsson purposely failed her. Danny. Tonight, he'll break up with Matsson. Jamie says he'll finish it. Danny invites Matsson to the park later. Matsson's text makes him joyful. When Matsson looks in the mirror, a lady tells her no, she's wanted. Matsson goes to the park. Jamie flirts at the park. Danny says he doesn't like her with a straight face. Jamie Matsson's treatment. Matsson fails to keep Danny. Danny abandons her in a park. Matsson smacks Danny while crying. Car-bound Matsson panics and wipes Jamie's blood over her car. Matsson then visits Jamie. She discreetly places Danny's blood on Jamie's automobile. Jamie approaches his dad outside her home. She's hearing something. Jamie's dad says no one's outside. Matsson's attempt to manufacture proof goes unnoticed. Matsson goes next day, blood in her automobile, to a repair shop. The repairman promises speedy service if she pays extra. Matsson concurring. Next day, police interview. Teenger's death in the park. Jamie's. She tries to contact Danny but fails. Moments afterwards, her mom says police called. Police find Danny's corpse. Jamie and her parents are also wanted by police. Jamie's mom meets Danny's parents at the police station. Jamie's parents blame their son. Police stop them from fighting. Jamie's police interrogation begins with a question about Danny. Occurrence. Jamie tells him Danny said he'd visit her. After splitting with Matsson, police are surprised. Jamie about evidence their teacher is dating Danny. Later, police interrogate Matsson at home. She denies she's close to Danny and says it's all Jamie's fault. Matsson says she lied because she changed her conduct. Recently, police asked where Matsson was during the incident. Matsson was at the movies. Next day, cops raid Jamie's home. House search for evidence. Blood is found on Jamie's bumper. Jamie doesn't know how to react, so the police arrest him. Danny's killer. Jamie's parents try to reassure her. Soon, she'll leave. In jail, Jamie's mom follows Matsson because he's suspicious. Afterwards, Jamie's release proves his parents' words. Jamie thinks Matsson murders Danny. She wants Matsson to confess, so she'll trap her. Night after, Jamie sneaks to Matsson's residence. Jamie records Matsson's confession, and he tries to kill her. Fortunately, she's arrested at the right time. Later, police discover Matsson has had student affairs before. She hid it. Jamie receives a Whitendale University letter the next morning. The movie ends when she gets into her dream school. This film shows, learn to resist temptation because it's just momentary. It can kill you. See you next time.